Okay, joined by Return to Dust. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. I will admit that you're kind of fresh and new for us at Edmonton. We started playing the song here on the Bear, and Edmonton is in love. But I want to talk kind of right here, right now. You guys are about to embark on something very, very cool, opening up for Yungblud starting May 1st. So just kind of talk to me how incredible this is for you guys and how it came about.
Yeah, we're happy to know that it came about like super organically. Dom found us from his photographer Tom, who was just playing us, and Dom seemed to really dig it, and he was like, "I want to take these guys out on the road," which was really cool. And that guy's just doing some amazing things for rock music and bringing a lot of new people into the fold. So honestly, so stoked to be able to share the stage every night. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think he shares a lot of like kind of community ethos like that we do, and like we're really like happy to be a part of like what he's doing. Like he's so like fan minded and just like bringing like unity and people together, and I think that that's just like that is what music is. So very happy to be a part of that.
I noticed that Toronto is one of those dates with Yungblud. Is this your first time in Canada? Has anybody been to Canada before?
This is not our first time in Canada. We've done a lot of Canadian shows now at this point.
Obviously, due for a return to Edmonton then.
Yes. Yeah. We did our first headlining tour 2 years ago, about, and Toronto was the most packed room on the entire tour, which was crazy because I think we'd been there once before with Chevelle, and yeah, it was super surprising that like the love that the Canadians gave to us was like immediately palpable. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
Canadians rock. Let it be known.
I love that. Return to Dust is Maddie, Graham, Sebastian, and London. I appreciate you guys taking the time. Just kind of talk about the band as a whole. Was it Graham and Maddie, you guys grew up together?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And kind of just how you guys came together and how this is really like, as you can tell, like a friendship that is formed, and how that has brought you guys success because you are friends in a band.
I hate these guys.
um,
Get me out of here.
yeah, our whole front group is just kind of like musical in some sense, and we're from like a really small town, so there's not really any like venues, and it's not really, honestly, there's not really any like bands from our tiny town of Midlothian, Texas. So we just like we played on our acoustic guitars, and we just really loved like singing and harmonizing together. We were really into just all sorts of different kinds of music, but specifically music that was just like heavy on the harmonies, like folk music and stuff. So I think that that later kind of translated really well when we got into grunge, and the harmonies were no foreign thing in that kind of music, and we just really really loved it because it was like heavy, but it wasn't like there was still singing, and I think that that's something that like we wanted to emphasize when we started the band. We essentially just moved to LA. We dropped out of college, we moved to LA, and started this band, and kind of along the way, Seb like knocked on our garage door during a rehearsal, like during a jam, and kind of organically ran into him like that. We met London not too long after that, through our he was basically in the studio with our producer with another band, so
Cheating on us.
we nabbed him.
I'm curious your thoughts on that comparison for 90s grunge. Like, obviously, it's where a lot of the inspiration came for Return to Dust. Do you get tired of that comparison, or that's like, no, that's us? Like, we took this wonderful sound that everybody has known and loved and still loves, and put our modern touch on it. And like, to me, it's perfect. It's exactly what we needed in rock, you guys.
I feel like we're really trying to pull mostly just like out of all of 90s, and like it also goes into 2000s, and just I think rock music in general, just because they all have something to offer differently. I mean, it's cool. Our first album definitely has a lot of like Alice in Chains and grunge inspiration, but I feel like we always try and uh, not like specify in a specific genre rather than just like you know we like rock music and we like this time and we're just gonna pull from that.
I think like grunge music especially is just like extremely honest and like like about some like really really real stuff, very dark stuff. I think that's something that we really gravitated towards. You know, in the first album, there's a lot of kind of dark themes, and kind of experiences that like we kind of went through that we just wanted to talk about and kind of bring some light to. And I think that that's something that like maybe, I mean, it's a very vulnerable thing. Like, I don't know, and like in pop music, you don't like hear them talking about like parental abuse, like you know what I mean. So we definitely gravitate towards like a more raw feeling thing, and I think that that's what grunge is.
You all have great hair. And someone who takes a lot of pride in their hair too. I'm curious, out of the bunch, how do I word this? Like, who takes the most pride in looking after their hair?
Seb.
Yeah, I got a whole thing.
A whole process?
Yeah, I don't really tell anyone about it other than just like I wake up and brush it. But I got a whole thing.
Yeah. Seb loves his hair, man, and he gets like hell. He collects the compliments on it at the merch booth.
I am gonna go bald though. This is the first time.
you're
To say it on media is I'm gonna go
No, you're
bald.
not.
Well,
No.
after the next album, mark my word.
Make that the headline.
Yeah.
Can you please? Dude, and like the below that is like the wig is on sale. Seb's wig on sale now, like $500,000.
Okay, well, collecting compliments like that, are there certain things that you hear from fans where you think that's the best? Like, that's your bread and butter, you just love hearing that from your fans?
About hair or
Anything, like any sort of compliments that they like. If it's hair, fine, it's hair.
You know what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I love when people like share. I mean, obviously, like dark experiences, because what we write about is very dark. So people will share similar experiences that they have, and this is just kind of on more of a serious note, like things that they've also been through, and they'll share with us at the merch booth and be like, "You guys helped me get through this specific thing," and that's always great to hear because that's like the reason that we started doing music in the first place. Is like we share our story with people, and they get to go through life feeling a little bit more heard and understood because of our music. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not the only one that's going through some really tough shit. And yeah, I just think it's so nice to hear. It's so validating to hear. It's like, okay, our music is actually reaching the people who need to hear it.
Talk to me about the Hey Ya cover. I was the first thing I told my boss about when I got to work. I'm like, they've got a Hey Ya cover. We got to start playing it. Kind of where that came about. Was one of you just a big fan of the song, or like it's great? I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think we all love Outkast here, but I definitely, I cherish their music and Andre 3000 as a person, and I just remember like the meaning of that of Heya is like such a dark, sad, some somber tone, and I remember like just thinking of that and thinking of like Graham and his sad songs and his voice, and I was like, man, that works so well, like he could sing that. And then they wanted us to do a cover, and I was like, let's just do this song. And I think like the vibe of Rooster got thrown around and just kind of melded together and found the chords, and these guys put their harmonies on it, and that's just pretty much it.
I felt like it was such a nice contrast to like how the song felt very like dreary,
Yeah, we've now played it 10 times on tour live, and every single time it does feel like those lyrics match so well with the energy that I'm singing them at, because it's just literally, it's like
it's like tormented, like you're
yeah,
like,
it's like, why, like, love is not the exception, like nothing isn't forever, and it's when you're stuck in like a you know, in a terrible situation like that, like it does feel very tormented. But in the song, it's like it's so happy, it's so happy go lucky. It's just funny. Yeah. It just feels right singing the lyrics. It feels like, oh, this message is being delivered adequately. You know.
Yeah.
I'll get one more for you guys and I'll let you go. They always say don't meet your heroes, and I know you've probably got to meet a few of them along the way here and share stages with them, but is there one that kind of sticks out where you're like, holy shit, I grew up listening and here you are?
We didn't meet them, but this was like a crazy experience. Was we played, I think it was Sonic Temple, and we saw Primus. It was me in London. We saw Primus live, and I was so ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, Primus! And then we went to went to catering, and I forgot why we stopped. But we were like right outside the door, and I just remember the entire band of Primus, Les Claypool, Lur, and all of it just walked right in front of me, and I was like, oh. Primus! No one noticed. None of them saw. None of them noticed. I was like, dude, did you see Primus? And he was like, no. I was like, what? Dude, they walked right in front. Oh my god! And I didn't. That was it. And they walked away, and I didn't say anything. And no one noticed. And I was alone. Well, that's my experience.
We've had a lot of really good, like in terms of like bands on the road. Like I feel like we've had a lot of like really good experiences with a lot of the bands we've been out with. I mean, like the Chevelle guys are really, really cool. Their crew is just really cool, very helpful, very just down for the cause. Like, I don't know, like, you know, it was very family vibes. Same with like Breaking Ben and 3 Days Grace. Like, just the whole camp is just great energy, and it's always good to be around. Like, especially you know, like on tour, like things are happening so fast on tour, and like there's a million things to get done, and you know the day is like such a time crunch, and you know the least you can ask for is just for like some like camaraderie, like some people like just like to not be a dick, you know what I mean? And they just like they went like way above that, like they're just like big family vibes.
Very, very cool. Well, I appreciate the time, you guys. Maddie Graham, Sebastian London, Return to Dust, and hopefully seeing you on the stage in Edmonton sometime soon. Absolutely crush it with Yungblud. I'm so pumped for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Edmonton's best rock, 100.3, The Bear.